Winamac Fit Club is life, relationships, love, friendship, accountability, and this community. I started thinking about when I was younger, and I was naturally gifted myself, and I seen a lot of my friends that were way better at certain things than me, whether it was playing chess or basketball, football, wrestling, track, whatever they were into, drawing, art. Nobody had that one-on-one time, that one-on-one push for direction, structure, scheduling. So I kind of want to open this place for one-on-one personal training for younger athletes that are already great, and I want to give them that P word around here that we always talk about, and that's called phenomenal. That's what this place originally was opened up for, young athletes. My name is Jonathan Adriano, AKA Coach Tank. I've been known as Tank since I was in 6th grade. I was that kid that was 4'9", 171 pounds as a 6th grader, and my parents never thought I was gonna be taller than 5'6", so that's actually how I got my nickname Tank. I grew up on a farm, had very limited friends, so I was kind of sheltered. So when I broke out, and I felt like there was just so much to do. I was like, whoa, this is what it's like to be a kid. And as I grew up, I was really advanced in soccer, football, basketball, and baseball, and I loved playing. I had a stepdad who was an assistant head football coach. I had a grandpa who was a football coach. I had a mom. My mom refereed around the whole state. She was a volleyball coach. I just wanted to be a part of an organization, be a part of something, because I was just so used to just being by myself and talking to the cows. My ultimate accountability partner is my brother. He has inspired me my whole entire life. One of those guys where you look at him and you're like, I don't think I can go talk to him. And then you say hello to him, and he is the most humble person that I personally know. And it's just so empowering to me. He has shown me everything that I know. It doesn't matter what it is. I learned it from him. If I wanted to see my friends, I had to work. So I've been working my butt off since I was 9 years old. I'd have to ride my bike 4 miles to town to come enjoy time with my friends. And it was worth it. It was worth being grounded just to come to town for that one day, because for one, nothing was given to me. I had to pedal the whole way there. I had to be safe. And then when I got there, I had to learn what front brakes were, because the first time I ever used my front brakes, I flipped over my bike. So I had to discipline my disappointments, which you'll see that at my club at a very young age, because I was disappointed that I embarrassed myself for trying to be cool at a young age. So when I started applying all these messages and they're like, where's this come from? Where's this come from? It's always been up here since I was a little kid. I just got distracted. I got into drugs. I got into not hanging with the wrong crowd. I became the wrong crowd. I was the kid that you shouldn't be around, because I was trying to impress everyone. I wasn't trying to impress myself. I was just trying to be like, oh, you need this, or you want to go do this, or I can do it. Really wasn't being a one-upper, people like to say. It was just, I just felt like I had to be a part of everybody. It's very overwhelming when you get sent to prison at maximum security 1,000 miles away. You find out, what are you really made of? Everyone is made up of whatever they want to be made up of. And it got me into a lot of trouble. As an adult, I've never been a free man. I've always been on probation, parole, prison, jail, house arrest, currently on house arrest now. Not a problem anymore. We've used it to our advantage. I've got nothing else to do except better myself. And you would think that being on house arrest currently, I'm like, oh man, what's going on? I'm getting ready to go to the streets, X amount of time. What do I do? What do I do? And I kept thinking, I was like, if I wait and I get more and more scared about this free man day, basically, I'm going to fail. Chance favors the prepared mind, period. So if you're not preparing yourself, you're going to fail. You're going to fail at life. You're going to fail at things. It's discipline your disappointments. So this club is literally saving my life every single day, saving me as a father / mother. Actually, I was sitting in prison, and I thought, man, I'm getting ready to go back and be a mom and dad again, because I have full custody of my 6-year-old. And I knew I was going to be given an opportunity to get him back. And I was like, am I going to be able to do and to ultimately hold myself accountable? What am I good at? Well, I've never really done anything that I'm good at before, unless it was just listening to others and help point them in the right direction. So I started thinking about where could I do something like this and concentrate on the younger athletes? So I immediately got a hold of Bryce Brum and I said, hey, this is my idea. What do you think about it? And we just started talking, and that's who my mentor is. And one thing has just led to another. Because number one, you have to forgive yourself. Self-criticism is huge. People are going to criticize themselves more than anything. But until you can literally look at yourself in the mirror when you're brushing your teeth, you have no idea what self-respect is. So I was 32 years old before I knew what self-respect was. And I always thought that I knew what it was before. But the message that I send here is, if you think that you know something, or if you think you're doing something right, you're dead wrong. You're not doing it right, because it's just a feeling. So with my son, knowing that I've been to prison and knowing I've made some bad choices, I wear my emotions on my sleeve, and I'm more emotional than what I actually perceive to be. I always say I'm not an emotional guy. My son has been through the burner back. Was without a mom and dad for over 2 years. He'll never be out of my sight again, but he actually understands. He wants to be here too. He loves what he does. He'll get up and be like, Daddy, how many new faces do you think are gonna come to the club today? So he knows that he's making an impact, and he's 6 years old. So to my son, I say that you are my hero, and that I can't wait till I get the day to call him a phenom. People are always going to know where I came from. Life is about choices, and just because you've made the wrong choice, it takes one good choice to put you on the right path and stay on the right path. I don't even have to do a job here. I have to pay the bills, keep the lights on, and open the door. All of us can do what I do. It's super duplicatable. I get to tell people to stay up longer, push longer, because there's 3 rules of this entire club, period. 1, no attitude. 2, no cursing. And 3, the word C-A-N-T is not allowed here, because there is nothing here that people can't do. We might need to modify something for you to be able to do it, but ultimately there's not anybody in here that's gonna allow you to can't something. You can do anything that you want to do. So if you don't want to do it, if you don't want to take your nutrition seriously, if you don't want to better yourself for our future is our kids, our nieces, our nephews, then you're never gonna achieve it. If I see anybody trying to walk through the door, I stop them. Because to get gains, is what we call it here, gains, you gotta be coachable. Being coachable is walking through my doors. So everyone who walks through my doors is coachable. Then you have to stay coachable. Why do I stop people at the doors? Because you will instantly be addicted to this place because of what goes on. Because I don't care if people get in shape here. That's not what this place is about. It's what it was originally opened up for. That's not what this place is about though. It's about accountability, it's about family, it's about love, it's about support. It's literally about bringing this community together in every way, shape, or form of life itself. I've had many people say, oh, I might be back. They're back the next day. It's like going on a first date and you know that you're gonna touch that girl's hand for the first time and you're gonna hold hands with her. You get those little butterflies in your stomach saying, oh man, this is something new. Well, it's like hornets inside my stomach, because they are literally my little hornets here. They are stinging, they're stinging, and it's making me feel, wow, what else can I do to become the best version of myself to help them become the best version of themselves? So it just motivates me and inspires me. They inspire me more than I could possibly even put into words. I see this as not having limits. I see this as this community grows with this, creating this to be whatever they want it to be. But to anyone that actually watches this message, it's not about me, it's not about him, it's about you. I love you, Xavier. I love you, everyone. Please come be a part of this. Give it a chance. I tell you that it will not be a waste of your time. So I guess a direct message, I'll see you soon.